Welcome everybody to the Fairs of London Valentine's Day event. I'm your host Cupid, as you can tell by my tiny little wings. Yes, I can fly with them, and I will be your host for this evening. You may think, well, you can't be Cupid, you have no bow and arrow, but here at Love Inc. we are modernising, and nowadays we use love fausts. Way more effective, and yeah, just generally better than a bow and arrow, you know. Thank you to everybody tuning in, and here's how things are going to go. We are going to have 4 categories. Each category is going to have 5 questions in it. We'll take a little break after 5 questions, just because I have giant paws on and my questions are on a tablet, so I've got to move it off and not break the magic. And honestly, that should be it. So, without further ado, I am going to move us on to our first category. And that first category is going to be... Let's check if it works. It did not. Cool. Babe, could you move it over to the... Could you click the interface window, please? Can you click the interface window, please? Did you? Awesome. That's me being an idiot. Ace is being my operator upstairs, and I am being a little goofball fox, so I do apologise about that. Our first category is going to be movies and TV, so I hope you're good on your trivia. Right, question number 1. These are my questions. In 1993 film, Sleepless in Seattle, the main characters, Sam and Annie, finally get together on Valentine's Day. At which building do they meet? The Empire State Building, the Rockefeller Center, or the Chrysler Building? And you have 30 seconds. I think that's... No, it's over here. You have 30 seconds. And yeah, here at Love Inc. we've modernised things, and now we have an actual timer, unlike last time, which had me just rambling on for 30 seconds. So, you know, we're making improvements, aren't we? Ah! Yeah, I can't fly. The magic only works at certain hours during the day. And that should be the end of the timer. Cool, right. Moving on to question 2. In the Simpsons episode, I Love Lisa, who does Lisa give a Valentine's Day card to when she realises that this person had not received any? Is it A, Ralph Wiggum, B, Milton Van Hoyten, or C, Bart Simpson? Lock in your questions now. Do, 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 do. You can do that, but I was having technical issues with it before. Leave it alone. Oh. You might be asking, like, you know, why are we doing a Valentine's Day event today and not tomorrow? Well, it's because I have the day booked off tomorrow, so unfortunately you can't have me. I have to go around to the couples and, you know, shoot my bunker faust at them and make them fall in love. So, you're stuck with me today. Right, next question. The TV show Blind Date once attracted an audience of 80 million people, but unfortunately it finished in 2003. Which of these celebrities appeared on the show before they were famous? Was it A, Jude Law? Was it B, George Lamb? Or C, Amanda Holden? Go! I'll be honest, when I looked this question up myself, I was pleasantly surprised at how young they looked when they featured on this. How mad is it? It's 2020 net. Well, it's not 2020, it's 2021. It's, yeah, it's quite far. It still feels like 2008 to me. Yeah, I'm a little bit weird like that. Is everything okay, babe? Meow. Meow. Right, next question. In how many films have Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling played star-crossed lovers, and can you name each of the films? So, there is a point if you can guess how many films these two have appeared as couples, and you get an extra point if you can name each of the films they have played couples in. You get a little bit longer on that one because this one isn't multi-choice. Yeah, that's a new thing to this quiz. We now have multiple choice because it's surprisingly hard to find questions based on Valentine's Day. And personally, I don't go for rom-com films. I go for like funny stuff that isn't rom-com. Like action movies, thrillers, that kind of thing. But yeah, surprisingly hard to find rom-com stuff. Because I don't know it, because I don't watch it. Last question in this category. Can you recite the famous line uttered by Julia Roberts at the end of the classic rom-com film Notting Hill? And if you don't get it exactly right, I'm okay with that. But, oh yeah, let's put the timer on. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Yes, let's see if you can get that. I'll set the scene for you. They were in a bookstore, if that helps. And it is a very famous line, and every time I hear it, I go, oh. I know I said I'm not into rom-coms, that's like one of the only rom-coms I've seen, which is why that question is in there. That and The Notebook, and, you know, not proud to say I did cry at the end of that, or even in the middle of it. In fact, it just made me cry a lot. Right, that is the end of the first category. Now, I'm unfortunately going to have to pause it for a few seconds here so I can move my tablet, and I'll be right back. Welcome back. I've finally got my my questions handy. It's a new format I'm trying, and I'm hoping it's going well so far. Any questions, yell at Shoto, because they are Santa's little helper at the moment. Or Cupid's little helper, I should say. Anyway, right, moving swiftly on. The next section is going to be about books, so I hope you've all read. First question going to be, who became Ron Weasley's girlfriend in the Harry Potter and in the book, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince? Was it A, Lavender Brown, B, Fleur de la Cour, I think, or C, Angelina Johnson? And he said Angelina Jolie there. That'd be a weird cameo, wouldn't it? Angelina Jolie in a Harry Potter film. So yeah, you get a little bit longer for that one. Half-Blood Prince, that was actually one of the really good Harry Potter books. Personally, I didn't start reading them until, like, Goblet of Fire. No, that's fine. But yeah, Harry Potter, very good set of books, I guess. Author, controversial. Will not go down that road. But yeah, see what you think. And was it A, B, or C? Choose now. Oh, I wish I had the Jeopardy music. Next question. In which book from the Twilight Saga do Edward and Bella get married? Is it A, Eclipse, B, Breaking Dawn, or C, New Moon? And that's another series that I didn't read myself. I got input from somebody else on that one who's a mad buff on those ones. So, yeah. Someone can explain that one to me a little bit later, I guess, when we're playing games night. Bah. I've got all this energy and I don't know what to do with it. Right, next question. Boop. Which fictional character is said to say, "'Tis better to have loved and to have lost than to have never loved at all"? Is it A, the Marquess of Bath, B, Lord Byron, or C, Alfred, Lord Tennyson? A, B, or C? Lock in your answers now. And timer. It's very hard, right? So I've got pedals on the floor, and I've got like giant paws, and it's really hot. I hope I'm doing well for you guys. Just going to double check I'm on the right question. Yes, I am. Oh, what do we have here? Speaking of the devil, we have a lovely bean here.
Did you just call me the devil?
What, sorry?
Did you just call me the
Well,
devil?
you're red like the devil. What do you expect? I'm your little demon cherub.
I'm red like a heart.
Sure. Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point. Okay, you're more romantic than me. Mwah. Right, next question. Would you like to read the next question, babe?
I can't read.
Well, that's a good one. Are you sure you don't want to attempt it?
I can
Where
try.
it says, how many times is Elizabeth...
Which one? Which number?
This one here.
Oh, how many times is Elizabeth Bennet
You need to stand closer to the microphone.
proposed to in Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice? Is it A, 1, B, 2, or C, 3?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Oh, you should be... Yes, you are. Don't forget to start the timer. There we go.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, you want to try and talk to the microphone with this away. Oh,
Is this
So, what's it like breaking hearts? Because you're red like a heart, so you must be breaking hearts. And you're cute and adorable. Mwah.
Man, I guess I have to break a lot of these two.
What, sorry?
I guess I had to break a lot of these for this red.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that one. Oh, I love you so much. And on to the next question. Would you like to do the last one?
No, you can't do it.
Are you sure you want me to do the last one?
You do it.
Okay. What is Anna's real name in the 50 Shades of Grey book series?
Oh.
Is it A, Anastasia Steele, B, Veronica Anderson, or C, Hazel Moore? I thought that was quite a good question, don't you think? Yeah. To be fair, again, I haven't read that books, but I have seen I've seen the first film.
Oh. No, I've seen neither.
No?
No films, no books. I know what it is.
I was going to say, everyone's going to know what it is.
I mean,
and
I'm just a dumb fox.
That's true. But you do love your walkies, don't you, babe? What? No, wait, come back here and love me. How dare you? Right, and that is that for that section. The next section is going to be food. Boop.
Shall I see if there's any feedback?
Yeah, if you want, babe. Oh, here's my ops operator. Ops operator? He's my ops. Right, okay. First question. This is all about food. I can't believe I've got this as a question. What arouses men more than any other scent in the world, according to the Smell and Taste Test Treatment and Research Foundation in Chicago? Is it A, lavender, B, lilies, C, wood smoke, or D, beer? So, which smell is the most appealing to men? Can you guess? And the best part about this question is, you'll know going forward what to get your male colleagues. Or female colleagues that like male smells. I don't know. What's sorry, babe? That's a good sign. Ignore me, I'm being a silly fox. So yeah, the next few questions are on food because I thought it makes a little bit of a change of pace, right? How many times do you get questions on food? And these are all love related, I can guarantee you that. Right, on to the next question. Next question is, what green vegetable is said to contain I can't pronounce this one, androstenedione, the hormone produced in men that stimulates sexual arousal in women? Is it A, a green pepper, B, asparagus, C, celery, or D, an artichoke? And fun thing about this one is, funny enough, I can't tell you this one because the notes are for when I do the answers. Bad fox Felix. No. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I have such scatterbrains. I'm so sorry. Bad Felix. Oh yeah, I've got my bag of goodies here. Oh no. Get. Oh god, I can't stand anything now, it's all over the floor. Right, next question. Boop. Which of the following is not considered an aphrodisiac? The asparagus, honey, nettles, or D, truffles? Now, believe it or not, nettles are edible. Nettle tea is actually really nice. Once you boil nettles, let's put the timer on. Once you boil nettles, you actually take the sting out of them, which is pretty cool. And if you mix all of those together, I'm sure you'd have something tasty, right? Although I don't recommend it. That would be a bit weird. A truffle, honey, asparagus, nettle tea. I don't think that's going to sell many people, is it? In fact, that's going to be my next fursuit spray, I think. Nettle, asparagus, honey tea. Oh my god, I'm rambling on. I do apologise if this is just like, come on, guys. Yeah. Okay, right. Next question. Spanish fly, which is a ground-up beetle, has long been thought to swell passions. In fact, what does it actually swell up? Is it A, your fingers, B, blood vessels, C, urethra, or D, the sphincter? I used all the scientific names there. Are you proud of me? Don't you laugh! Yes, I know the questions can be a little bit odd, but we're seeing what your general knowledge is like, or your food knowledge. And I keep forgetting the timer, so you guys are getting longer than... That's a good thing, right? You get longer to answer the questions. But everyone gets longer, so it's not unfair. Stop laughing at me. I don't get to be Felix very often. Right, next question. Final one in this category. Oysters have... Stop it. Oysters have long been considered an aphrodisiac. Why? Is it A, because they are high in zinc, and that is necessary for sperm production? Is it B, Shakespeare made a metaphor about them in the Merry Wives of Windsor? Or C, they just look like a vagina and people put 2 and 2 together and thought, well, if they look like that, surely it must help, right? People have thought worse, so I wouldn't be surprised. And unfortunately, after this question, I'm going to have another break. Foxo energy is there, but unfortunately my balaclava has now covered one eye, so I can't actually see. Foxtail. I can't wait to show off my new tail. Oh my god, it's going to be so good. I'm going to knock over everything. I'm going to be like, when meats are finally on, I'm just going to be like, whoosh, tail whip. And with that, we're now on to our final category of general knowledge. It is general knowledge. And these ones are, well, general. A little bit of history, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Right, we shall start with our first question. What was this fictional Saint... Oh, no, I didn't realise. What was Saint Valentine being executed for? Was it A? Oh yeah, so it turns out I didn't do an A, B or C. Yeah, why was Saint Valentine's executed? And timer. Whoops. Sorry. Foxy brain once again. There's a lot of jumping about. This is how I get my exercise. I can't wait until thermometer back on. I'm going to be getting so many snugs. You're all going to be getting cuddles. Just big old Felix cuddles. And nuzzles. Nuzzles. Right, next question. Let me double check. Awesome, cool. Which Roman goddess was Cupid's mother? So who was my mother? Was it A, Neptune, B, Pluto, C, Venus, or D, Luna? 30 seconds, go. Yeah, I don't know too much about Roman mythology, but it's always got some good stories. More into Greek mythology myself. Yeah, Luna's the moon, Venus, and everything else kept their names. I wonder why they changed Luna to moon. Or moon to Luna. No idea. I'll have to Google it when I get back. Or when I get back into my box den upstairs. Right, next question. Boop. Oh, that's not the switch. Boop. Oh, did I? I did. Could you push that back up using the upper button, please? Did you manage to move it up? Oh, there we go. Yes, you did. Sorry about that. I double clicked. I've got giant paws. What can I say? Today we associate love with the heart, but this wasn't always the case. In medieval times, which internal organ, obviously, was believed to be the cause of love? Was it A, the brain, B, the liver, C, the stomach, or D, the kidneys? You know, actually, that's something I found out in 30 seconds before I start rambling on. That's something actually I found out in China was very interesting. They have, like, obviously, words for caution and stuff, and found this out because when you walk around China, you see the word caution absolutely everywhere. And I managed to translate it down to its little head. So it means if you've got a small brain, you are not going to be very forward-looking. So that's their word for caution. So if you've got a little brain, you should think forward. And that's their version of caution. Yeah, different cultures, right? Next question. In the 1983 hit, Every Breath You Take by The Police, what is it about? Is it about A, bigamy, B, Trudy Styler, my apologies, C, a stalker, or D, tantric sex? And go! So, this is one of my favourite songs as well. That's the one. Do 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 do. Do you know, it's interesting the amount of times it's been played at like weddings and stuff until you realise what it's actually about. And yeah, can't wait to share it with everybody because that one's always a favourite of mine. It's the same with, I think it's Golden Brown. There's a few songs that people think are like really happy and then you realise the lyrics are like, oh god. Right, next question. And I believe this one is not the final one. Oh, it is. Which fruit is sometimes called a love apple because it's considered an aphrodisiac? Now, unfortunately, I haven't scrolled down, so is it A, apple, B, orange, C, passion fruit, or D, tomato? Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't scroll down far enough, and my Porbs aren't going to let me. Porbs aren't just going to cut it. And yeah, 30 seconds. Yeah, next time I think I'll have like countdown music, Jeopardy music, you know, just a whole bunch of music, right? And I hope everybody's enjoying music today. I had a lot of fun picking out the playlist actually. However, you do start hating songs when you hear them 50 times on repeat because we did a lot of dry runs trying to get this working. And boom! Right, that is the end of the quiz, I believe. Hello, my lovelies. Right, time for the answers and a little bit of commentary on each one. I chose a lot of these questions because I thought particularly they were interesting when I was going through and I was like, huh, today I learned. So without further ado, let's start marking off those answers. Right, number one. Boop. There. Oh my god. Come on. Right, you guys can read the answer. You guys can read the question for yourselves. However, the answer was A, the Empire State Building. The most iconic building in Manhattan, at least in my opinion. So that one should have been, if you didn't know any of those buildings, just go for the most recognisable one. And yeah, if you haven't seen Sleepless in Seattle, oh, it's an amazing film. It's about a guy who hosts a like late night get together kind of radio show for Lonely Hearts. Fantastic. Right, next one. In the Simpsons episode, it's Ralph Wiggum. Not really much more to say about that, but it actually is a very heartwarming episode as well. We'll blast through these. Any questions, obviously, poke Shoto and they can slap me in the head and go, slow down. Or, please read that back, please. Blind date once attracted the audience, blah, 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 blah. And the answer was Amanda Holden. If you ever go back and watch the episodes, oh my god, she looks so young comparatively. And it's just like, she baby. But yeah, you got that one right. And next one. Boop. The films that Amanda. The films that Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling played, it was 3 of them. Crazy Stupid Love, Gangster Squad, and the more recognisable one, La La Land. You get an answer for saying that there is 3 films, and you get another point for getting each of the films. I'm curious to know how well people did on that one, because that one was a fairly difficult one in my opinion. And lastly in this category, whoop, can you recite the famous line uttered by Julia Roberts at the end of the classic rom-com film? I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her. And then fade to black. They both look absolutely adorable and gorgeous, and it's in a bookstore, and they get awkwardly interrupted in the middle by a guy's like, hey, I want to buy something. Absolutely love that film. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to scroll it down again, but I'll give you another answer first. On to the book section. And the person who became Ron's girlfriend in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Lavender Brown. And if you... Wait, hold on. Is that the... I mean, that is the right answer, but I'm trying to remember because he asked someone out for one of the balls and she got really sick of him because he wasn't paying attention. Classic men, am I right? Love you, babe. Moving on. Are you okay there? And the book in which Edward and Bella get married is Breaking Dawn. Again, unfortunately, don't really have much more to say about that one because I haven't read them myself, and I thought, hey, they're popular books. Someone must have read them, right? Welcome back. There's only so much you can fit on here. I'll find a better way in the future. Right. Is it on the right question? No, it's not. Cool. Whoop. Which fictional character says to tis better to have loved than and to have lost than to have never loved at all? And that was Alfred Lord Tennyson. Yes. I don't have a top hat, or I can't remember which character that was, but I know it was from something Shakespeare-y. Yeah, I'll Google it afterwards. How many times is Elizabeth Bennet proposed to in Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice? The answer's 3. Again, I don't remember much about that one. That was a question my friend threw in because apparently Pride and Prejudice is popular. Right, okay. Last but not least, boop. What is Anna's real name in 50 Shades of Grey? It was Anastasia Steele. At least I knew that one. Is everything okay over there? Boop. Food! Right, this one was my favourite, and I do apologise if it was a bit... Oh. Just because I just found these really fascinating. The answer to A, what do men find irresistible in terms of smell? It's lavender. Who doesn't like lavender, right? Initially when I saw this, I was like, well, it's got to be beer, right? Beer's like men thing, but like not everyone likes to smell a beer, especially if like you spill it and stuff like that, but everybody loves lavender. So if you want to win your man's heart, just smell of lavender. Just find a bush of lavenders, roll in it. That's what I do, and it's fine to be irresistible. Moving on. Which green vegetable is said to stimulate you? It's celery! And I just thought that one was fantastic because it means now if you want to get healthy, you just have celery smoothies and it's also good for you in other ways. There we go, more motivation to get healthy. How about that? See, we're learning stuff. Next answer. So I'm getting yelled at. Which of the following is not considered an aphrodisiac? Nettles! As I said, you can eat nettles if boiled into tea. Don't just go and grab nettles and eat them. That is very, very, very not good for you. But yeah, turns out nettles do nothing for you. The others are considered healthy. Moving on. And if anyone wants to know what Spanish fly is, you know, Google that one because that one's actually got a very fascinating history. And yeah, it swells. This might have been the worst question, I do apologise. It swells your urethra, which is the pee hole. I'm sorry. I thought it was interesting. Anyway, Spanish fly is an absolutely fascinating thing because it's documented throughout history. It's a myth that it actually helps you. But loads and loads of people have sworn about it through history. Roman emperors have said to have convinced other people with it, and yeah, yada yada yada. I had a lot to say on that one, but now I feel like, ooh, better not. And lastly, this one is A. And I'm not going to go any more into that one. But yeah, if you're looking to have kids, eat oysters. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Moving on to general. Why was Saint Valentine executed? Because he was performing marriages in secret. I'm trying to remember which play it was, but a Roman Empire outlawed the prospect of Christian marriage. And Saint Valentine was like, no, I'll marry you in secret. Come here, my love people. And that's why that's why Valentine was sainted, essentially. Although it does say here he was fictional. So I don't put as much faith in that as you like. But the true answer is yes, he was executed for performing marriages in secret. Next question. Which of the Roman goddesses was my mother? And that was Venus. I mean, that one was kind of an obvious one. Venus for women. Yeah. Although, if anybody noticed out there, if anyone knows their Roman mythology, those are almost all of the female gods in terms of planets. Yes, and Shoto is singing the Venus commercial in my ear. No, sing more, I want to hear more. I thought it was good. The Shoto and Ace are really helping me along here. Right, which in medieval times was associated with love as opposed to the heart? It was the liver. And the reason for that was Aristotle defined that the heart was the seat of reason. So how could it be doing anything with emotion? And some Roman physician called Gladden decided that the heart... Wait, hold on. Yeah, heart was responsible for all emotion except for love, and apparently it resided in the liver. It's got something to do with the four flangs? Oh, I've got 4 poles. Okay. Yeah, something to do with that. I'll Google it more and post it in the general chat if you really want to know more. And yeah, next question. Every breath you take is about a stalker, which, I mean, that one's kind of obvious, and it always baffles me when you hear about weddings and you hear that come on. You think, I mean, 10 out of 10 for showing that you are very supportive to your spouse, but like, it's about a stalker, which isn't exactly the most healthy relationship. But yeah, that's it. Beautiful Day, that was the one. That one's a really depressing song they hear at weddings. Moving swiftly on. Boop. Ooh, I've done it again. But I know the answer to this one anyway. Which fruit is considered, sometimes called a love apple, and that is a tomato? Because people thought it was an aphrodisiac. And going by my research, I'm trying to find things that aren't considered aphrodisiacs, because quite honestly, at some point of time, people have pointed to that and gone, yeah, that works. I'm going to give you this. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the quiz. I'm hoping the questions didn't put off everybody. I have been your host, Foxy Felix, with my little wings. And I really hope you have a very good day. And I wish I could give everybody snuggles and cuddles and kisses. But unfortunately, Corona's like, no, you must stay at home. So I'm going to be broadcasted to you on YouTube, and it should have been Twitch, but yeah, forgot to click play. Derpy Fox. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, and I'll be in contact about the answers. So, bye.